Day 139. Good morning. I slept pretty well next to the running water. Had a full belly last night. That was nice. So the next 2 days are going to suck. Today and tomorrow. It's supposed to be lots of rain, cold, blah, blah, blah. I hate walking in the rain. We still got 2 days plus till town. So if it's raining, it's going to be 2++, I guess. I don't know. My mat does not hold any air anymore. It holds just enough for me to get to sleep, but when I wake up, it is completely empty, at least before. Why are you making sizzling noises? I'm making coffee at the same time. I just heard sizzling noises. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm waking up on the ground now. I really need to find the hole. Now, we'll see at the next town I have something I can dunk it in or something. I need to be able to wash it and dunk it. I have some duct tape I can throw on there to patch any holes once I find them. But, I need some nice still water to dunk it in. Actually, some soap to suds it up with. Hopefully, the hole is big enough now that I can find it. I tried this at Looking Glass twice, and I could not find the hole. I soaped the hell out of this thing, and no bubbles were forming. I don't know why. So I guess hopefully I can try it again in the next town. I don't know. We'll see what Lima has to offer. Doesn't sound like much of a town, but I'm desperate. I'll take anything. If not, I think I'm just going to throw this mat away, because why am I carrying around, 2 pounds of plastic if, I can't sleep on it. Okay, so it's 5 a.m. We're supposed to be taking off at 6:30 to try to get a little head start so that, we can walk without getting rained on, I guess, just a little bit more. When I peeked my head out right now, I saw nothing but stars. That's a great sign, but we know how quick things change out here. And, there was almost no % chance of rain for the past 2 days, and it rained on us. And the next 2 days, there's 80 to 100% chance. So, can't wait to see what that looks like. All right, let's have some coffee. Beautiful morning so far. You guys were up and ready at 6:30, ready to go. Climb this hill. At least it's super switchbacky for cars, so it's not so steep. But it's 3 times as long. But everything else we've just plowed up the side. And it's mildly difficult. Yeah, sure, not the first one, but the 8th one, They start getting hard. There's a chill in the air. Now when it starts raining, it's just gonna be freezing. Let's pray for warm rain. Yeah, right. Not quite at the top yet. We're getting there. Took 43 minutes to get this high up the hill. They just look like hills, but boy, they're steep sometimes. The clouds are rolling in thick. It's unfortunate. It's coming straight for us. He's a big boy, and he is. No, he's headed away. Okay. Carry on. There's a ton of elk over there in hunts. Like a line of ants. I heard him bugling. I was like, what's that? But you could barely hear him from this distance. Unfortunately, we've been chasing that moose all across here. He keeps running towards the roads that we're headed towards. Ours is a very convoluted path. His is straight. but he keeps putting himself in our path. He ran across this whole field here, but unfortunately our road made a left and started coming this way, so he ran to the road and ran over the ridge a bit. Hate to keep pushing him on like that, because eventually he's going to turn and kick our asses. See a barbed wire fence. I wonder if he can just step over that. How does that work? Or maybe he's just following the fence. 1 mile. According to Dan Doyle, it's a very steep downhill and then a very steep uphill to get out of this. Yay. I have no idea where the moose went, but I believe we're in front of him at this point. Hoping he went down the hill. High clearance road, 4-wheel drive. Not recommended for you 2-wheelers. Oh, there's Dead Man's Lake, and Dan was not lying. It is steep as all get out down to it. And unfortunately, I think we climbed this thing to get back out instead of just going down this valley. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe I'll walk down the valley and just climb that little hill over there instead of climbing this thing. Not in the mood for really big puds today. I've had enough of those over the past few days. Nice little lake. Got a good flow in and out. You just follow this little stream down. Instead of going over this stupid mountain, but I gotta go over the stupid mountain. That's just the way it goes. The water is super clear. If it weren't for reflections, we'd be able to see all the way to the bottom. It's hard to cross. Lucky took our shoes off because that's the smart way to do it. I did a running jump over there, a little pole vault. But I have dry shoes. I'm gonna sit up here, filter some water, and wait for count. He's being smart too, taking off his shoes. Okay, up the hill we go. According to the latest update on Lucky's Garmin, or InReach, or whatever she's using, the rain isn't supposed to start till about 3. And it's supposed to rain from then, that day, all day today, all day tomorrow, and most of the day the next day. Unfortunately, we're about 50 miles from the road we hitch into town, so we're going to get wet. It does talk about lightning and stuff, thunderstorms. So, they do have us doing a lot of ridge walking then, so, we might just sit out somewhere on a valley and just set up camp and wait for a day. Lord knows. Okay, switchback hill. Here we come. Finally made it up that damn steep climb. Way higher than we were on the road to Dead Man's.
You can almost see his trailer.
So we've gone up 2,000 feet over 6 miles now. That is a lot.
I'm hoping we take the easy path through these mountains, but I don't know, they like keeping us up on top of stuff, so we shall see. I'm hoping we don't have to ridge walk all this stuff. It sucks when it's dry. It sucks even worse when it's wet. Ice falling on you. Maybe some lightning around you. Makes it a little terrifying. But I'll deal with what it throws at me, because what choice do I have? There's a few water sources that aren't on the map, this being one of them. She's just a trickle. Fortunately, we're not going up the mountain. It looks like we're going over the pass, and we're technically higher than the pass right now, so we get to go downhill to it a little bit. Freaking groovy. I already burned a lot of energy, and it's only 9:40. Groovy downhill to the pass. We were up over there. We walked all the way around these woods to avoid that water down there, I'm assuming. Wonder if we'll run into that herd of elk again. They were headed in this direction. You know, way out there, but there's a chance we might intersect again. They didn't seem to be moving too fast. They were confused. At one point, they piled up on the side of that mountain, formed a wedge shape, and decided to try to go straight up the side. And I'm over there laughing at them because I'm like, they can't do that. Come on. And then their wedge pattern stops. And they took the way I said they were going to take. There's a much easier way. They could have just kept going across and slowly went up the side of the mountain. But for a little while, they had a dummy leading, and he was like, hey, let's go straight up the side of this mountain. And we tried. Then they gave up and took the smart way. Nice to know that even the animals are sometimes confused on which way to go. That is the very first gate that I did not have the strength to close. Couldn't do it by myself. Definitely a two-man job. I wasn't even close, so I just left it open. If a human cannot close the gate, then, you know, just accept the fact that it's going to be left open. What's the worst thing that'll happen? A few cows will sneak through? I don't really care about that. Improve your gate systems. I've been digging when they give me this little ladder option. It makes it much simpler to get over. Nice and easy. Not even a gate. Another little climb. Not horrible though. Slowly but surely just taking it out of me though. Very informative sign. You guys are pretty far ahead of me. I had to stop to do a full wardrobe change. I was expecting rain, so I was wearing pants, but it just got too hot. But I'll catch up to them on some switchbacks or something somewhere. It's much easier when you can look down the hill and see where the people are. You just make a beeline for that. can hear a bunch of unhappy cows crying in the distance from this direction, but I don't see anybody yet. Oh, I do see some tiny black dots. Could those be cows or are they just bushes? I think they're just bushes that I'm seeing. This might be where we get water. Taking off their packs. I saw Lucky walk all the way down there. That's a long walk. Oh, good thing there's a pipe. I was like, how the hell do I get water out of this? The 4-leaf clover in there? I'm feeling lucky. Man, it was rough getting to that water. It was all the way down in that crevice. I know it doesn't look like much, but she was deep. Next water isn't for 8 miles. Or 7.7 technically. 1,100 up and 1,000 down. Lots of ups today, man. Lots of ups. Well, the past few days. I got muscles hurting in all sorts of weird spots. We have decided to break our streak of no motels, hotels, because last one of those I got was in Shama, and I shared it with 2 other dudes, Count being one of them. That's where I met him. And he didn't warn me that he farts all night, so between him and, I can't remember the other dude, I want to say his name was Bird, but I don't know. But, yeah, they both were just ripping ass all night. I ended up leaving real early. But we were discussing, Lucky Strike's already looked it up, and motel rooms there are $60, split 3 ways, not bad, especially if it's going to be raining for the next few days, and maybe to give me a chance to find that hole in my pad. Oh, that would be fucking excellent. I will spend some severe time looking for that, because I was just thinking about throwing it away and just sleeping on the ground. I mean, it's cold and uncomfortable and shit, but, you know, so is sleeping on a flat mat, so at least I don't have to carry around, you know, anything if I'm not carrying the mat. That thing's like 1.5 pounds at least, maybe even 2. It's a pretty big mat. Got it for superior R value. It does keep you warm when it's able to hold air. Thinking I should have just stayed down there and followed the green along. Bet you it leads out to the water again, or where we're headed. We were in them big ass mountains over there just yesterday. Had I known, I could have jumped in the valley and walked across. I'm assuming it's all private land, that's why there's no roads. It's just me, I'm looking for roads. I'm willing to walk any shortcut I can find. To be honest, I'm tired of being out here. I still have a long time to be out here. And it's through the most mountainous section of this place, or mountainous state. Colorado's got some huge fucking mountains that I'm planning on walking around every single one of them I can. I'm just in a hurry to get this done. I'm ready to be done. Never felt like that on a trail before, but this is a different beast of a trail, man. You know, AT was, you know, fun, hanging out with people. Sure, it was hard, but it was short, so you can, you know, do 20-mile days every day and get it done pretty easy. PCT was just cruisy as hell, and you could easily do 30 miles a day most days. This trail is just a beast. It's hard to do your 20 miles every day, and you cannot complete this trail on 20 miles a day. You have to do more, significantly more. I believe I will be hiking till like mid-October at the pace I'm going. Because I think Colorado's like 700 miles. So I can figure out ways to shave some of that off. Which I will. Oh, I will. I'm just hoping they have a late summer out there. You know, the fall's really warm, doesn't snow. Yeah, right. But you know, the colder and snowier it gets, the lower the road I take. I will road walk Colorado if I have to. really like Colorado anyway, man. The state's too damn high. Give me some lower elevations any day. Keep it warm, baby. Keep it warm. Oh, we see hikers way up there. 3 of them. That's the most we've seen in a while. Nobody does this because there's a 300-mile cutoff that everybody's taken. Had I known, I'd have taken it too. For sure took it last time. The big sky, all they call it. So that's why we're not running into hikers. Everybody's smart and did that one. Except these 3 and us. Hours later, it's the exact same thing. Walking down dirt roads or what looks like the basin on steroids. And now up and over this hill. Still doesn't look like rain, which, you know, I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I'm ready to get into town. Eat some food. But that's possibly a tomorrow thing. Motherfucker. Uphill and Loose Rock. One of my favorites. Steep uphill and Loose Rock. I'm almost certain those big piles of white rock are put there by man. That doesn't look natural to me. I've seen several huge blocks that were jackhammered off and put in places to stop cars. So I've just seen that was an old quarry back in the day. And they just found easier, cheaper stuff to get. Left it to rot. Well, at least we had a good mile of not uphill. It's been nice. So down in that valley way down yonder is the town of Lima, not sure, Lima, pronounce it how you will. But it's right there. But the trail leads, I don't know, 30 or 40 miles off in that direction before we get to a road we can hitch back. I'm thinking about just cruising through this valley here. We'll see what options become available. And down there's some horse trailers. If I can get down to that road, it looks like it leads all the way in. Unfortunately, Lucky's too far ahead, man. So if I decide to take shortcuts, she's taking the long way because she's in a hurry today or something. She's a good half mile ahead of us. So hopefully we meet up back with her before we find a way down there, because I think that's where I'm going, man. Once I figure out a way. Maybe down this ridge over here, follow it across. That looks easy enough. Hopefully she decides to take a break, because I'm in the mood to get to town. Finally some beautiful scenery. The trail is crap. Doesn't get walked on very often though. It's not beaten in. It is very, very lumpy. It's just rocks underneath the thin layer of soil. I actually prefer rocks because when I step on them, I know which way my ankle will bend because I can see the rock, but these are just lumps. So when you step down, you have no idea which way your ankle is going to bend. A little disconcerting. We're almost at the water. There's 2 troughs down there. And then from there, we're going to figure out how to get out of here, man. Okay, between my maps and Count got some service, so he's able to download some Google Maps. Turns out if we go up over this hill, it's just a nice little ridge walk that leads to a road that leads to town. Instead of going for another 30 miles through this. Yeah, I'm gonna take the easy way. I normally don't, you know, on the other trails I was all about doing the hard way, but I'm getting older and I'm tired of being here. And I still have like 1,000 miles to go. Or something huge. I know Colorado's 7, I still have a couple hundred in this state. So yeah, I'm willing to shave off anything I can. This should be my last uphill of the day. We probably won't make it into town tonight because it's still, you know, 12 miles or so away. We've gone 17 so far, which is really good because it's only 2 o'clock. And they were a rough 17. But it'd be nice to get to town. It's supposed to storm all day tomorrow, so, you know, maybe tonight as well. But you know, when you're getting wet and you're headed into town, it's not as bad as getting wet headed away from town. From up here, I can see our afternoon showers incoming. At least we will be at a much lower elevation when they hit, because, yeah, it's headed our way. Blessed downhill. Thank you. I'm sick of walking up hills, man. I just am. Why's this shit gotta be so hilly? I need some cruisy hiking, man. It's nice when you get a little bit of it here and there. You get some mountains, cruisy hiking, some mountains. Oh, this is just pud. And not just little puds. They're like 1,000-foot puds. That's a lot of feet to walk up something just to walk down the other side of it. And, you know, you didn't get a spectacular view. You got a view of the other puds you're going to be walking over. Oh, I see the road. Still a few miles away, but I see you. And you're downhill from me. That is a beautiful thing. So I think we rock on the ridge of this next hill as well. I see a trail on top of it. So that's what I'm going with. Okay, maybe this is the last putt. Means that we might luck out and that one will miss us. Seems to be blowing to the right. Ruiny bit. And I should just be able to follow this canyon over here right on out. Really steep down. I think we're getting really close to the road though. Just super steep. Stupid puds. As soon as we get to that road, we should be pud free. I mean, it's a canyon road. Canyon roads go either uphill or downhill. They generally don't meander. I hope. Still making our way down the road. We're just making up paths now. The trail that was on the maps wasn't actually a trail. People have driven it a few times, but it's mostly disappeared. So we had to just make it up and fill in the gaps. Hey, we found the trail again. They just pop out of nowhere sometimes. Started off as an animal trail, and then slowly it became a trail. And it's the one on the map, so hey, cool. Road is right up there. It's that little green strip. Oh yeah. Hopefully it's well graded, smooth, and downhill. Easy way out. I don't have to worry about people being like, oh, that was the most beautiful part of the trail. I can't believe you skipped it, because nobody walks this part. There's a 300-mile cutoff. No wonder nobody walks this part. I was actually expecting to run into a lot of people from, that we ran into in the winds and all over the places. Portable G being one of them, because we missed him by like a day or so in the winds. He was doing the north half when we started the south half. Okay, so it looks like we have to cross a marsh of some sort, and then we're on the road. No problem. I don't even mind getting my shoes wet. But I'll tiptoe across if I can. Okay. We've lost the trail again. Just make it up. Yeah, the bumblebees are loving these things. These are an invasive species around here. We're supposed to kill them on site. But they're too pretty to kill. Thistles are some of my favorite plants. And what is one thistle versus another? The thistle that actually grows here is way uglier than that one. So, time to move on. Ugly thistle. Pretty thistle's going to replace you. Oh, look at this campsite here. Yeah, let's take a break. Oh, people drove through here. I'm following tire tracks. There is a picnic table. Holy shit. Shangri-La. And signage. We all love signage. It means you're somewhere. And we're off. Check out the size of this fire ring. We hid up under here. All we got was some sprinkles for a little while. But we're like, oh, we're not in a hurry. All of our moods have improved. Now that we see the road here, we're still not on it, but really, 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 really close. It's right over there. I mean, there's a road leading to the road, so I guess it counts as the road, right? Oh, my hips hurt so bad. Oh, God. Yeah, it hurts in a bad way. What's that all about? I don't normally hurt there. That's a new one. But anyway... Anyway, with the prospect of being in town tonight or possibly tomorrow, all of our moods have improved. We were all just, looking, because according to her Garmin, it's supposed to start raining at 3. And hey, maybe it did where we're at, but it didn't where we were at here. Maybe where we were at when she got the thing. I don't know how accurate it is. But so far, all the Garmin reports I've heard have been mostly inaccurate. BC was throwing out some, and the winds, and hers, and I don't know where other people are getting their information. Accountant had service for a while, and he looked stuff up. And it's supposed to just be crappy, possibly tonight, all day tomorrow, and then into the early afternoon. So, we're fair weather hikers. Maybe we'll linger in town. Oh, I gotta work this thing out of my hip. I don't know what this is all about. Why do you hurt? I don't like new pains. I like the ones I'm familiar with. I don't like them, but I prefer it. I'm going to try to limp and catch up to these guys. They're faster than I am, and they already have a head start. And I'm limping. Shit. Okay, hip thing is worked out mostly. 99%, man. I can still feel it, but it doesn't hurt. It's working fine. Yeah, just probably part of getting old, you know. I will be turning 48 in just a couple of months. October. Better be off the trail before my birthday, man, because if I'm still on, life really sucks for me. Nah, I can't handle it. It would force me off anyway. But then again, I need to finish this, so I've tried to just find some way through. Nah, I won't be walking that long. I don't even fuck how long it take me to walk across New Mexico, and they're like, you know, roughly same size as far as mileage, but I have to imagine, don't step there. I have to imagine that there's way more ups and downs, even if I'm walking around stuff. At least I have all the north stuff done where it gets really, really, really cold. You know, Colorado still gets cold as all hell, but, you know, survivable. And they got low routes. There's low route around everything there. They got trails on trails on trails. That is a hiking part of the world, man. We'll figure this out. I got confidence in me. It's just, I don't know, my will is wavering. I'm not used to that feeling. It's a challenge like any other. Am I up for it? I think I am. I gotta whine about it? I think I am. Could those possibly be electrified wires? I mean, they got these on the top and bottom wires. I believe that pole is made of plastic. Sure is. Then it touches a tree here. Wouldn't that just ground it out? Oh, those are fiberglass poles. Don't touch those, you'll itch forever. Put on the middle part. I'm not getting shocked through it, so. I'd at least get a little tick or something. Bet it was electric at one point. Sure looks like it was. Gotta be hard to maintain. You gotta ride them fences every damn week. I'm just gonna do that. So why put it up in the first place? I gotta protect my heel. That's my heel. I don't want no animals on it. Still a work in progress. I'd assume you only have a couple of months of the year you can really work on something. Very remote location. Probably just a little hunting cabin or something, I'm assuming. I don't know how or why, but I'm loving it. When the sky looks like this, what temperature do you think it'd be? You're guessing like 60s, somewhere in there, maybe 50s. No, it's got to be like 80 right now. This is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm gonna get wet, I'm pretty sure. But maybe a tree will pop up. Or maybe I'll just luck out. But this is gorgeous. Warm and breezy and no sun? Shit. This doesn't happen often out here. I think this might be the only time outside of New Mexico, maybe. Southern New Mexico. I can smell the rain coming up behind me. Yeah, I expected it to look worse. Yeah, I'm starting to get some morning sprinkles. A little thunder happening here and there. If we did somehow walk into town, it would be Count's first 30 plus. Sadly, it would only be a 30.5. But it would be a 30 plus. He's never done that. He does not want to do that in an off-trail bid to get to town. But we also don't like getting wet, so there's that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're just taking a quick break, assessing the situation, seeing where the clouds are moving there. Oh yeah, really active, but not above us. But how long till they are? We get a cool bridge to hide under, just in case things go south. Looks like we lucked out yet again. It's way lighter back there. It just passed right by us, sprinkled on us a little bit. We're like on the edge of it or something. Hard to tell. Lucked out again, and this chatty Cathy to the left just passed by without touching us. We were prepared to hide under that bridge there, but no need. It's all light over here now. Perfect. We're in the perfect place at the perfect time. We're getting sprinkles, but I'm not sure from which. These are several different storms around us. Everything seems to be moving in a different direction. This is the light spot that was behind us. Now it's in front of us. But, you know, I don't know. Does it look bad? Hard to tell. Oh, it's definitely raining over there. No, totally disappointing. We get here. We get to Pete's Bar Steakhouse, because it's really all there is. And what does it say for Saturday? No food! So, yeah, they're in there having a drink. I'm not. I got nothing. There's a gas station on the corner, so I guess that's where I'm going. They even have a CDT logo on the door. They know we need food. But for some reason, the bosses not being here means that people can't eat. I don't understand why that matters, but, you know, it's a small town. Maybe the bosses are the only people that cook in this town. I don't know. God, look at all the trucks over there. You know, guy's got a collection. Pretty tiny town. I would love to poke around in this building just to see what's going on in all of these windows and whatnot. What do they have going on? It's a good rundown little town. This is the whole thing.
Oh, that's probably where I would have been sleeping. Actually, I might still sleep there. I'm going to check that out. That's about it. So I am set up under the gazebo. This is a really nice gazebo. We got crappers way over there beyond the grizzly. I got my tent under a gazebo, and most importantly, I have electricity. Oh, and water right over there. I literally got everything I need. I'm moving in here. Oh, yeah. Lacking one thing. I only get LTE here. So I have been uploading since before town. As soon as I could see the towers, I started uploading. I started compressing a movie together, which took about a half hour. And then I started uploading because I saw the towers. But it's only LTE. So I've been uploading for, I don't know, I want to say 2 hours, maybe plus, and I'm still at 0%. So I don't think anything's going to happen tonight. I'm going to keep trying. I'm just going to leave my phone plugged in all night and hope for the best. Even getting one out will help me. But you know how it goes. It's a YouTube game. This is where Lucky's set up. Count is over there at the lawn because he cannot set up under here because his tent doesn't allow him to. Ha ha ha. We are more likely zeroing in this town tomorrow. We're going to get a Motel 6. I'm hopefully going to find the hole in my pad. Oh, I so hope I do. And just kick it here tomorrow, do our hiker thing, and then continue on. Nice little town, actually, for as tiny as it is. I really want to explore inside that building right there. It's just all empty and filled with, well, empty of people, but filled with stuff. You can see it through the windows, 2 stories of it, and it looks like it's just been abandoned for years. Would really love to poke around in there. I like old junk. Well, let's hope something uploads tonight. I'll see you in the AM. Okay, it's like 9:45 and I'm still at 1%. So I was like, screw it, I'm canceling that upload. Sucks to cancel an upload, but hell, when you've been at 1% for 3 or 4 hours, with all these huge towers right there, look at them glowing. You do nothing for me, towers. You're worthless. Like balls on the Pope. So we're just hanging out under here doing our thing, playing little games, well, little drinking games. They decided to buy some bottles, and, you know, I'm happy to drink their stuff. Oh, it's hard to tell. We got a little light hanging and whatnot. We're incognito right now. They were going for a last beer run before the convenience store, which is the only place in town right now, closes. So I shut off all the lights because I don't like standing out. I'm hiding in plain sight.